Good morning, students. Let us start with chapter 3 of civics, and the chapter name is Electoral Politics. So, the word electoral here means something which is connected with elections. So, the word, I repeat again, the word electoral means it is used to describe things that are connected with elections. So, electoral is connected, something which is connected to elections. So, in this chapter, we'll be studying about the system of elections in India, how the elections are conducted, how our representatives are elected, and who conducts the elections. So, first of all, very important topic, why elections are needed. Why do we need to conduct elections? As I have already told you, we are an indirect democracy, and in an indirect democracy, our representatives are needed. Our representatives are needed so that they can take decisions on your behalf. Those representatives will take decisions on your behalf. So that's why elections are needed. Elections are conducted so that we can elect our representatives, and then those representatives will take the decisions on your behalf. So, a very fun fact is just like your annual exams, elections are a type of exams for your representatives, but they happen after 5 years. You can say generally after 5 years. So, just like your annual exams, these are a type of exams for our representatives. So, if they perform well, if our representatives have performed well, they have done something for the people, our people will re-elect them, they will vote for them again. Otherwise, the people will reject them, they will elect someone else. This is very simple. If our if the representatives have done tremendously well in their areas, so the people will elect them again. Otherwise, the people or the voters will elect someone else. So this is just the basic of our elections. Why the elections are needed. And now coming to the next point, elections are a very costly exercise. Elections are a very costly exercise. Just see these figures. For example, in the 2019 elections, when PM Modi came to power, around 55,000 crore or $8 billion was spent. This is the amount of money. Just look at this figure. This is the amount of money. And where this money was spent? This money was spent in rallies, advertising, social media campaigns, and this is the total money spent by all the parties. And this all includes illegal money also. This includes illegal money also. And the source is here is Center for Media Studies. This is a private organization which conducted the survey, and they came to a conclusion that around 55,000 crore was spent in the 2019 elections. So now you can see elections are a very costly exercise. Elections are a very costly exercise, and so much of money is involved in the elections. Okay, moving on to the next topic. Then elections can be democratic or non-democratic. How we can define what type of elections are democratic and what type of elections are non-democratic. Let us see some examples or some main points. So elections are democratic when everyone should be able to choose. There is no discrimination. There is universal adult franchise. No discrimination on the basis of caste, gender, class, religion. Number two is election should be offered at regular intervals. So election should be offered at regular intervals. It should not be like after 20 years, 25 years, elections are happening. So these type of elections are not democratic. Then third will be parties and candidates should be free to contest election. There shouldn't be any pressure on parties or candidates. Just like for example in China, there is only one party, so you have to select the candidate from that party only. It shouldn't be like that. Otherwise, the election will be non-democratic. An election should be free and fair. It should be An election should be free and fair. There shouldn't be any partiality towards anyone, and the candidates who is selected by the people. He should be your leader, or he should be your MLA or MP. The candidates through whom people have voted, he should get selected. Because in some countries this is not the case. In some countries this is not the case. So these are the conditions through which we can say when an election can be democratic or non-democratic. If these conditions are not fulfilled, if these conditions are not fulfilled, we can say that that election can be non-democratic. That election can be non-democratic. These are the main conditions. These are the some primary conditions. If these conditions are fulfilled, we can say that the election is democratic. What are the conditions? Everyone should be able to choose. No discrimination should be there. Election should be offered at regular intervals. Parties and candidates should be free to contest elections. Elections should be conducted in a free and fair manner, and candidate preferred by people should get selected. Now, coming on to the next point, elections. So, elections, these are just, you can say, election is just a political competition. It is a competition between various candidates. It is a competition between various candidates. It's a political competition, we can say. But this political competition has its merits and demerits. Merit means positive points, and demerits means negative points. सो इलेक्शन के पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव पॉइंट क्या हो सकते हैं, विल सी दैट. सो कमिंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, व्हाट आर द demerits of elections. By what are the demerits or the negative points of elections? So, as you are all aware, sometimes dirty tricks are used to win election. Dirty tricks means you're bribing the people, you are giving them money so that the people will vote for you. These are the dirty tricks. So because of these dirty tricks, some good people might not want to fight the elections. They will stay away from the elections because they know dirty tricks are used, and political parties and leaders level allegations against one another. What is allegation? Allegation here means, in the Hindi word is, एक दूसरे पे आरोप लगाना, एक दूसरे पे आरोप प्रत्यारोप करना. So that is the meaning of allegation. So sometimes what happens, the political parties and the leaders are there, leveling allegations against one another. So this again leads to some problems. Allegations are there. आप पे कोई आरोप लगाएगा, हो सकता है आपको अच्छा ना लगे, आप दूसरे पे आरोप लगाएंगे. So this game continues, and it creates another point is this, a negative point of elections is it creates a sense of disunity in every locality. What is disunity? Because अब हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का कोई सपोर्टर होगा और कोई सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा. सो समटाइम्स दिस में क्रिएट अ disunity among the people. How this will create disunity? Because you might not like a person who is supporting some other party. For example, there will be supporters of Rahul Gandhi, there will be supporters of PM Modi. So they might not like each other. There will be a sense of disunity. Coming on to the merits, then merits means what are the positive points of elections. First point is it motivates a leader to do well so that they can be re-elected. Very simple point. अगर लीडर अच्छा करेगा तभी वो नेक्स्ट इलेक्शन में इलेक्ट हो पाएगा, अदरवाइज कोई और इलेक्ट हो जाएगा. Then it gives us, there is free competition. Anyone who has attained the age of 25 years, he or she can fight elections, and there will be no discrimination. So anyone who has attained the age of 25 years, he or she can fight the election. It is free competition. Anyone can fight an election. And leaders raise the people. Third point will be leaders raise the people's issues so that they can become popular. So in this system of elections, our leaders, the leaders will raise the issues. They will raise your problems so that they can become popular. And when they become popular, this will transform into more votes for them during the election time. अगर लीडर आपके इश्यूज़ को रेस करते हैं तो उनको और वोट्स मिलते हैं इलेक्शन के टाइम पे. सो दिस इज़ अ पॉजिटिव पॉइंट ऑफ इलेक्शन. दिस इज़ अ पॉजिटिव पॉइंट ऑफ इलेक्शंस. सो इलेक्शंस के नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स भी हैं एंड पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स भी हैं। सो नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स, डर्टी ट्रिक्स यूज़ होती हैं। हो सकता है कुछ अच्छे लोग इलेक्शंस में ना आए, इस कारण पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज एक दूसरे पे आरोप प्रत्यारोप लगाते रहते हैं एंड इट क्रिएट्स अ सेंस ऑफ डिसयूनिटी बिकॉज सपोर्टर्स के बीच में, दो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, दो लीडर्स के सपोर्टर्स के बीच में हो सकता है आपस में कुछ डिबेट्स हों, कुछ उनको लेके कुछ फ्रिक्शन हो जाए उनके बीच में। देयर माइट बी सम फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन the supporters of two different political leaders, for example, PM Modi and Rahul Gandhi, you can say. Another one is the merits. What are the positive points? Motivates the leader to do well because अगर लीडर अच्छा करेगा तो तभी वो री-इलेक्ट हो पाएगा। फ्री कंपटीशन है, एनीवन कैन फाइट इलेक्शन। मिनिमम एज इज 25 years, वोटिंग एज इज 18 years, 18 or 18+ years, and leaders will raise your issues because they know if they raise your issues, they will be popular, and this popularity will lead them to more votes. Then, coming on to the next topic, here are some interesting facts about elections. Here are some interesting facts about elections which are not mentioned in the book, but you should know these facts. So, first of all, rupees 3,870 crore is spent for conducting election. This is for 2019 इलेक्शन। इतनी मनी स्पेंट हुई थी 2019 के इलेक्शंस करवाने में। जो 15,000 55,000 करोड़ है वो टोटल अमाउंट है, उसमें सब इंक्लूड है। एडवर्टाइजिंग, कैंप, सोशल मीडिया कैंपेन, इलीगल मनी, हर चीज़ उसमें इन्वॉल्व है। पर यहाँ पे जो अमाउंट है ये इट इज़ ओनली फॉर कंडक्टिंग द इलेक्शंस, ओनली फॉर कंडक्टिंग द इलेक्शंस। बाकी एक्स्ट्रा मनी इसमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं है। देन एक और लॉ है इंडिया में, एज पर द इंडियन लॉ, नो पर्सन शुड ट्रैवल मोर देन 2 kilometers टू वोट। As you have seen, there are polling stations during the time of elections. You must have seen polling station. Polling station means एक ऐसी प्लेस जहाँ पे आप जाके वोट करते हैं। सो वो कितना दूर नहीं होना चाहिए? 2 किलोमीटर, आपके घर से वो 2 किलोमीटर से ज़्यादा दूर नहीं होता है। दैट इज़ द मिनिमम, दिस इज़ द मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस। 2 किलोमीटर से ज़्यादा वो दूर आपको नहीं मिलेगा। दैट पोलिंग स्टेशन जहाँ आप जाके वोट करते हैं। अनदर थिंग इज़ हाउ इंडिया वैल्यूज़ इट्स डेमोक्रेसी। इंडिया कैसे वैल्यू करती है डेमोक्रेसी को? सो लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल। इंडिया बहुत वैल्यू करती है, इंडिया वैल्यूज इट्स डेमोक्रेसी सो मच। सो लेट मी गिव एन एग्जांपल। देयर इज अ प्लेस इज गिर फॉरेस्ट इन वेस्टर्न गुजरात and the year was 2019. Election officials will travel to that forest so that the lone voter, only one voter, can cast his vote. Means 2019 का जब इलेक्शन हुआ था तो एक प्लेस है गिर फॉरेस्ट इज़ इन वेस्टर्न गुजरात। उस फॉरेस्ट में सिर्फ एक ही पर्सन रहता है और उस एक पर्सन के वोट के लिए इलेक्शन ऑफिशियल्स उस जंगल में गए और उसका वोट कास्ट कराया, उसका वोट लिया। सो दिस इज़ द इम्पोर्टेंस, हर एक वोटर की इम्पोर्टेंस है। एवरी वोट इज़ इम्पोर्टेंस, एवरी वोट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट। नाउ यू कैन सी सिर्फ एक वोट के लिए इलेक्शन ऑफिशियल्स उस जंगल में गए, फॉरेस्ट में गए। दे ट्रैवल टू दैट फॉरेस्ट एंड कास्टेड हिज वोट इन द 2019 इलेक्शन। सो this is the importance of democracy. This is how India values its democracy. Each and every vote is important. Okay, I think this is enough for today. We'll wrap up the topic. Okay, everyone. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.